What I need for you to do is I need for you to be. Okay? In other words, you got to be one, and then we got to find one. Okay? Now, I know that a lot of people, and I'm talking very specifically to some of my best recruiters out there on reeling them in. They're hiring them, but they're not being one, and they're not finding one. Does that make sense? I understand you're hiring a lot of people. I need for you to get one that's doing like you. And unless you're not doing something that needs to be complicated, then we've got a different problem on our hands. Okay? So this is the leadership and focus on identifying one. Now, the Careys are doing a fantastic job of this. Gabriel, Hernan, fantastic. They're hiring a bunch. And they're going, this is my best one. This is the one that looks most like James Hill and Jane Hill. This is my most, looked like Andy and Jane 30 years ago. You with me? Or 26 years ago, or 32 years ago. You with me? So this is my ideal, this is who I'm going to work with. So you hire them all, but you start figuring it out. It's called identifying the right people. Y'all try, focus, leadership. Then what we do is you pour money, time, and energy. That means you call this person after hours, you take their phone calls during dinner, you go crazy, not for everyone, but for this one. Y'all tracking on me? This is the way we double. If in the HotSpots, go around. We got 2 that have hit Good Samaritan Bonus. Look around and say, who else wants to do it? Because you try to pick somebody and say, I want you to do it. And then you go bothering these people. That's like trying to teach a pig to sing. You're going to be annoyed and it's going to piss off the pig. Do you understand what I'm telling you is, we got to say, who amongst you wants to come with me? I will be calling you, you will be calling me, we will be communicating. So what if our hotspot has 7? Okay, look, this is my hand moving. This is the imitating of the lips and the gums going banging together. Who wants it and who's just talking? And the way we do this is we don't judge them based on their skin color, based on their age, based on their articulate language, because they just talk so proper and brilliant, and their vocabulary, they must know like 327 words. Do you need a mic over there, Terry? Okay. So here's the way I do it. I am not the best picker in the world. If your mama ever told you not to pick a scab, I'm telling you to pick it. Okay, here's the way it works. I hire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hire a bunch of them, okay? And then I draw a line and I say, all right, have you passed the test quick? I had this simple stuff. Have you given me a list yet? And I tell them all the things I want them to do. I've got this whole list of things that I tell them I want to do. And ones that step over the line, there's the ones that I put my energy on. He said, but you said only find one. I know. What I do is I go from 9 to 12, and I pick 3, and then I pick 1. It's got a process of elimination based on do. Does that make sense? Okay. Big deal here. Human nature. What people hear and what they understand. 93% of what people understand you are saying is based on your tone of voice, ooh, yes, woo, and your body language. Some of our guys have all the content in the world. Yakety, yak, 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 yak. But they don't convey the belief that other people can do it. So first of all, you got to be that person that communicates with excitement, enthusiasm. Now, is content is important. I'll give you the numbers. It's 38% based on voice, 55% based on body language. Okay, by the way, this comes out of page 136 of the Green Book. 136 of the Green Book. And I know people don't know it, they don't have it memorized, and they don't even get the concept down. But this right here combines for 93%. I think. Yep, 93%. All right. 7% is based on your content and all your brilliance. Is this important? Yeah, but look how important that is to convey belief in people and encouragement. And this is just the way human behavior is. This is the way people are. Now, unless you're going to have a machine go sell the insurance. That's a different engineering type design. We're going to be dealing with people, and we got to understand how they are. So I'm going to tell you this. The difference in these hotspots and this one, it's either time or the people skills. And I'm telling you, ask Diane Lampy and Bill Lampy what's happened once they got a meeting that had the right atmosphere. Boom, yow. Tampa with Mike Hartlieb. Boom. It's the belief, the body language, but these people that think, well, as long as I'm telling them exactly how to sell, as long as I am exactly selling, no, bro, no. It's people loving people. Dave said it in the first 10 minutes he was up here, first 5 minutes. First minute he said it. What people need more than anything is love. They need to know that people care about them, and that's conveyed with touch and feel and attitude and just having a down-home, old shoe, old pair of jeans. Anybody can do what I do, just a normal person. Come on in here. What's your name? Good to meet you. How's your mama and them? How's your mama and them? Lord have mercy. That's right. Okay. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is how we're going to double. And this is the meetings that are blowing up, the agents and the key leaders that are growing like crazy. It has everything to do with the feel, the body language, the energy, the belief, the love, the passion, and carrying eyes off of self. I can look at the graphs and go like, you see that graph? It's just like that. He has got his eyes on himself. That one going down, everything's about him. Everything's about her, and I'm going like, oh, Lord. And I mean, it don't mean they're broke. It just means they're not growing as far as a hierarchy, because they can still sell. You with me? Because you can sell, anybody can go out there. I mean, just book any appointments. I hate to say that when people are struggling with selling, but I go like, really, seriously? Selling is like, come on, man, book the 20 appointments and your numbers, book your appointments. Make your phone calls and your numbers will go up. Okay. All right. So, first, I want you to be one. Show energy, show enthusiasm, show belief, come to the meetings early. It's the 8 steps. And we probably need to review the 8 steps, but you be this person that does the 8 steps, and then when you hire 4 or 5 people, explain to them nicely the things that they need to do. I call that drawing a line. And as they step over the line and start to do, then slow down. I don't even care if you don't go SEAL Team next month. You understand, SEAL Team every month, it's only 2. But if you slow down and focus on the best people, buy them books, give them stuff, let them come to your house, take them on appointments, hook them up with somebody else that's in their area. But there's some people that because they don't treat people, then they can't really send their people for any help. So it's giving and helping. All right. This is stuff I want to get to you. Okay, this comes down page 105 of Green Book. It said, page 105 of the Green Book, it says you need to go deep and you need to go wide to build a dynamic base. So your base is your money that's going to be coming into you whether you work or not. It's your override, okay? So the first thing you want to do is when you become one, when you be one, then you need to find one. I'm not trying to stop the organization by only finding good one person. I'm trying to blow the organization up by finding one good person. James, so in your third leg, whoever that is, a good person, we need to find one. And that person, so essentially, if this is James, he's got one organization that's selling, he's got another organization selling, he's over here in this organization, he's trying to find one underneath here. So maybe they hire 5, 6, run Craigslist, they're running appointments. He's observing down in here, not with this one, 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 because that's what people try to do. I want to do a conference call with all them people. How about you find one of them down here that you like and get this person doing what you're doing. Hopefully even better than this person. Just one. Just one. I'm not trying to slow us down by saying only one. This is how we double. Because if we just hire, it's the same analogy. If I just threw ping pong balls at you and you just trying to catch them like this right here, if I just take one and say, here, catch. You catch it, get that person selling. Look what does the organization. Get that person recruiting. Get that good person. You say, I just don't understand any. I'm trying. I'm telling you. I don't know. I'm going to try to show you more and more organizations like Hartlieb, like Gabriel, that are growing, just steadily growing. And I can point to them. James Hill is a steady, great growing organization. Chadwick Ray has a great organization. And now I'm starting to pick out in Chadwick Ray groups that are growing faster than the others and say, look, this is what they're doing. They're finding one more this month, one more next month. And they're challenging everybody to do the basics. Okay. The first thing you want to do, and this comes from page 207. I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, to make $80,000 a month, all you got to do is do what's in the Green Book. But if I'm telling you something that's in the Green Book and you know, you're like, oh, that's interesting. Wow, I'm going to start doing that. Or, wow, I got away from that. You've got to keep doing these basics to execute and move to an $80,000 a month income. So the first thing you want to do is when you hire somebody, you want to ask for a list. We have several different ways to do it. One of the ones I like the best is the MC backup. But explaining to people that there's a lot of people in their world that they know down here that are praying for an opportunity. There's people committing suicide. One of our agents texted me this morning. He said, hey, Andy, based on the things you said about love and helping people and caring and tomorrow is brighter, I kept a person from committing suicide. And I was just like, wow, that's incredible, dude. Congratulations. So I tell this person, if this is you, you tell this person those stories. By the way, that is an absolute true story. Today, he texted me, he said, Andy, I kept this guy from committing suicide. And he's like, I'm right now, I'm just so elated. I'm high right now going like, this incredible business. And I'm like, yeah, bro, that's the way it works. Wait until you have people like you that are helping people. It just gets crazier and crazier. So what you do is you tell stories like crazy to this person. And if they don't produce a list, that tells you something about them. But now it might be you because you might not be selling it to nobody. Because the first thing the Green Book talks about is to get a list. It's the first thing you do. So it also says to go get them to the convention. I know, LLC, list, license, convention, all three at the same time. LLC. List, license, convention. I tell them those three. So one person's taking 2 months to get a license. The other one gets licensed in 2 days. One person comes up with a list the first week. The other one takes a month. It's the ones that's moving fast are the ones that want to do it fast. The ones that do it fast are the ones that want to do it fast. Then put way disproportionate amount of energy in those people. And the ones that don't do it, and tell your people, I'm not going to put a lot of energy into people that don't want to do it. I'm not trying to pressure you. Does that make sense? Or get them on a show and they hear me saying it. Now, some of them speed up. The ones that text you during this show and say, hey, I listen to Andy, I'm going to speed up. Then you're going to spend more time with that person. Put more energy to them. Have they got a family reunion ticket yet? The ones that already got tickets, I've got a list of every single key leader. I know which ones have bought a ticket. I know which one have big groups going. I can tell you, Paul Roberts, first one to buy a ticket, and he's got the biggest number of people of any base shop in America coming right now. Close behind is Diane Lampy, and they might have passed them right now because mine's about 2 weeks old. By the way, my base by far 3 times bigger than them. And I'm screaming, going like, we should be growing 10 times faster with the opportunity that's out there in America. I know who's bought. So you know in your organization, by the way, all you got to do is ask them. They'll tell you the truth. They're not going to lie to you. Just nicely, have you bought a ticket? First sell them, then they bought no ticket's not a big problem. You got no money? I understand. So this takes pressure off of people. This is not a pressure on people. This is a taking it off. But the ones that want it, you're helping them. So helping them is different than putting pressure on people. This ability to take pressure off the ones that want to slow down and give attention to the ones that want to go fast is the difference in somebody that runs people off and they hate them, and then a person who don't help people that want to be helped. It's that combination that's huge, and that's how we're going to double this thing. All right. So that's page 207 of the Green Book. Now, all right, Alliance Family Reunion. Okay, first of all, you need to believe in you. Now, this is the part where I talk about greed and self-centeredism, and I say it's okay to invest in you. You need to put money by signing up to the family reunion. You with me? AllianceFamilyReunion.com. By the way, that landing page is going to change tremendously in the next 24 to 48 hours. So it's going to be really awesome. Okay, I've seen it. It's incredible. It's coming. But right now, it's very simple. AllianceFamilyReunion.com. I just stopped. I had like less than a minute to walk in the convention center. It's still on time to be absolutely slammed, decked out, rocking for the first time ever. Oh, by the way, did I tell y'all that the governor of North Carolina, who's a good friend, said, Andy, I want to come to your family reunion. I feel like I'm part of family. And I was like, bring it on, Roy. Bring it on. So the governor of North Carolina wants to come to our first family reunion. He wants to be here. Because I called him. I said, bro, you want to come to our family reunion, don't you? He said, he took him about 2 weeks to get back to me. Because apparently he's busy. Running the state and all. Is that cool, though? We never had a governor show up at our family reunion. We ain't never had a governor in our family, to be honest with you. All right. Number one, you take care of you. You need to be somebody. Okay, then you start hiring your organization. I'm going to say something here, and this can be impactful to some people. But how would you like to wake up? How would you like to wake up and you got this organization and you lost your respect of your biggest leg? He don't respect you. Don't want the people around you. And your second leg don't care about you and says like, I love you, but you're not being. We give you 8 steps. We give you a playbook. We love you. We're your friend. And you don't invest in yourself. You don't copy. And all of a sudden, you lost the respect. Lost respect. Well, this one way out here loves you because he ain't got nobody else. Congratulations. You understand what I'm telling you? How'd you like to wake up in the morning knowing that you've lost your respect because you don't be? No, thank you. What a bad feeling. I got them in a business. I understand you got them in a business. You got to be again this month. You got to be this week. Are you going to lose the respect? What am I going to get it back? Well, you need to focus a little bit on you. Drop a little bit of your ego. Drop a little bit of your attitude and holier than thou. And let's go, man. Eyes off of you. It's just such a contradiction. Eyes on you because you got to be. You got to do the do. You got to invest. You got to buy your ticket. You got to show up. You got to do the stuff that we do. Is this making sense? This is huge. This is how we go to 1 billion, people. I'm not making this stuff up. I know it without a shadow of a doubt. Here it is. Let's do it. That's a big statement. All right, so here's the question I ask. What are the people that I'm talking to? What are you thinking? What are the people, Mike, that you left back home? They hear me say this. What are they thinking? What do you think they're thinking, Terry? What do you think, Kyle? What do you think, Steve? What do you think, Nick? What do you think? What do you think they're thinking? Here's what I think they're thinking. Will this work for me? If I put in the effort, I believe they're thinking, will this work for me? They're thinking, can I do this? And I am telling you, this is the most simple, most predictable business on earth. I just talked to a guy yesterday. I had this conversation with him, and he says, I'm pitiful, Andy. Now, let me tell you this. Sharp dude, makes good money on his job. He's building this business for the future. He said, I went, knocked on 9 doors, or 9 people, when people came to the door, 9. And he said, I said, you sent this in, I don't know, you want to look into it, I'm just asking you. He said 7 out of 9 of them said, yeah. He said, I don't even know what to say. He said, what a business. I go, yeah. Because he's making good money. I mean, he's making over $200,000 on his job. But he's doing this on the side because he wants to make $200,000 a month. Does that make sense? He wants to be somebody. And I told him, I said, nobody's going to believe your credibility if you don't believe how easy it is. He said, oh my God, I'm starting to think if I lost my job, if they didn't like it, I could make $250,000 over here. And I'm like, yeah, well, yes. I don't want him to because he's got a nice security and that money's financing him, but I got his belief going through the roof. You with me? This business is so predictable, you can do it. I promise you, it's just scheduling and doing. Now here's the last thing, and this might be the biggest thing and the worst thing. They want to know, here, I wrote down, I get past this. Y'all know what this is? I don't know what this is for you. I don't know what it is for you, and I don't know what it is for you. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know what it is for you or you. I don't know what y'all got to get past. And then here's the other thing they're thinking is they're thinking I didn't have to get past anything. They think I got everything straightened out in my life. They think for me to go to the beach, I just start driving. There's no red light. There's no traffic. There's no turn. There's no, just for me, it's just straight down the road. They think I don't have mental issues. I don't have personal issues. They think I don't have family issues. They don't think I have nothing. I ain't going to whine to you about it. But I'm just going to tell you. They think they got to get past this. So it's can I do it, and when am I going to get past this, then I'm going to be ready to roll. And I'm going to tell you right now, I got just about 5 minutes or less to tell you how to get past this. It's vision. If you don't see what it's going to be like tomorrow. You got no vision. What is it going to look like when you have a Ferrari? What is it going to look like when you're, see, when your little cash stash gets down to just tiny and you say, well, I know where about 10 more stashes are scattered around my house. See, I'm telling you, next time y'all see me, because I just ain't had time to read, I know where it is. I got to just open up there and just roll that stack. What's it going to be like when you just got rolls of hundreds sitting everywhere? What's it going to be like when you stroke a check for $12,950 to 72 different organizations or 74 different organizations and you don't blink? When you tell somebody you're going to give them $20,000 this month and just let you know to give them another $20,000 for their playground, what's it going to be like when your wife's diamond is one of those 5 carats? You with me? What's it going to be like? It's vision, man. They see where they are, and they when I get past this. When my wife becomes nice, when my children start behaving, when the weather changes, it's just so gloomy here. When I can get over what happened to me and my boyfriend, and what happened to my daughter's boyfriend, and what happened to this, and how my daddy didn't hug me, and Lord, have mercy. I can get a preacher to call you if you want me to. I wish I could just say, if you'll send your money now. No, we don't do it like that. We don't take your money. That's not the way we do it. Here's what I tell you. Think about it. Think about the bad and how it's been worse, how you made minor progress, but think it's what it's going to be like. And during that moment of excitement, schedule your calendar. Vision. In the midst of visioning, schedule. In the midst of thinking about what it's going to be like, book 2.5 hours. I'm not kidding you. On the way back home, I was looking at my calendar, and I get excited. All right, Michael Lee, schedule. He sent me 4 people that just, if you drew his group out, it was 4 people. Like I was going like, ooh, that one sounds good. Ooh, that one sounds good. Ooh, that one sounds good. And I said, book me 30-minute appointments with these people. And Chelsea, I was like, Chelsea, book an hour and a half. I want you to book every 15 minutes. It's just making a decision while you're excited to look at your silly little blank calendar and put stuff on it to do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And then no matter what happens, do.
That's right.
That's been the secret to my success. And people say, Andy, could you come do this? And I go like, I already got something scheduled. Mama, aunt, uncle, wife, kids, son. I understand, son, but I got this big thing I got scheduled. Now, if you see appointment setting as a small thing in your life, then you will let anything overpower it. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, my sister, she's never had to move before, and so that's way more than booking appointments. Okay, if your appointment booking time is not more important. See, when you take your business as important as baseball players take baseball practice, you understand, when you take your business as important to you as this guy's athletic career, you understand, a football coach, he's getting ready to go get this 6'4" point guard, shooting guard, best in the state, and his sister says, will you help me move? You ain't got nothing because you ain't got no real job. You ain't got no real job. All you doing is going to talk to some high school kid. And you go, oh, I can't do this recruiting thing. I got to go help you move. You just devalued recruiting that point guard, which in my mind, me booking appointments, me helping people is way bigger than that coach's job. But that's just me. I view my business because why? Because of my vision, because of what I want tomorrow look like. I know, I'm going to tell you this, you're not going to make everybody happy. You're not going to make everybody happy. But how do they put you down because of your prior commitments? I already scheduled something. I already had something I committed to. I'm sure you'll understand. And so what if they don't understand? Just keep reassuring them they're going to eventually get it. You'll eventually understand why I did it. And when you start writing the big checks and when the life changes and they're able to be part of your vision that they didn't even anticipate, then they'll look back and remind you how they encouraged you. They told you to remember how I helped you. And I want to say, yeah, remember you were the wind beneath my wings because I was going like this and you were blowing back at me and I just raised up over it. Y'all understand what I'm telling you? It matters what you schedule and what you do. And the ones that are not scheduling have no vision, and that's why they perish. What do you think it's going to be like? That's why when I got back home and my Rob report was there on the table, I stripped that thing open. I ain't slept in 22 hours, dadgummit, but by gosh, I fell asleep right there with my head right down on that brand new red Lexus, first time they ever built it. Look at the Rob report. I felt my head. I woke up, looked at that thing, I said, woo! You know what I did? I flipped over a couple more pages before I went out again, baby, because I got to get my dream right, because people are always trying to stop my dream. But the vision I have is massive. And the places we're going to travel together, it's going to blow people's mind. We're going to mess them up. And the checks we're going to write, is going to change lives. This is America, guys. Come get a piece of the pie. Prosperity, inspiration, and eternity. The Alliance, let's double, baby. Go for it. Love you.